this is Brianna, owner and head artist of Artistry by Brianna, Makeup, Hair, and Photography. And I can't tell you how many times I've been asked how you apply fake lashes, so I finally decided to show you. First of all, you're going to need a couple things. False lashes. These are Ardell's number 110. They're nice and natural, and as you can probably tell, I've used mine several times, so they are reusable as long as you take good care of them. Take care of your lashes and they'll take care of you. You're also going to need some lash glue. I like to use Duo. This is the dark tone, so it comes out black, but there's also clear. I just prefer the dark. You'll also want some little scissors in case you have to trim them to fit your lids. And then last but not least, mascara to seal them in. So, first of all, a couple things to keep in mind. These are my biggest tips. First, you want the glue to get tacky. You don't want it wet or you're going to make a hot mess. And you don't want it dry because then they won't stick. So that's tip number one. And the way we're going to do that is by I like to just apply a little on my hand. And just kind of spread it out a little so it gets a little thin, and that'll help it get tacky faster. Just enough for both lashes. And then while that's getting tacky, it just takes a few seconds, I like to peel my lashes off of the plastic, and then my little trick is I wrap it around my pinky to get a nice form. So that way it's nice and curved, so it'll form around your eyelid. So you can just let that sit there and rest for a little bit and let the glue get tacky. Now, while that's doing that, I'll tell you my second big top secret tip, and that is that when you're applying the lashes, what you want to do is tilt your head up and look down into the mirror. And this is a great tip for anytime you're applying anything on your eyes where you need to actually see what you're doing. So, we're going to let that keep getting tacky for a few more seconds. It's almost there. And then I like to just use my glue tube to apply the glue, but you can also use the end of a Q-tip or pretty much anything to just get a nice thin strip of glue onto the lashes. So now that it's formed a nice curve, if you can see that, I'm gonna just pick up a little of the glue with the corner of the glue tube. And then what I like to do is just use that to apply it to the lashes. And you just want a thin application. You don't want it really goopy. And just from both sides, make sure you get the corners because that's where they always lift. So you really want to make sure you get the corners good. Okay. Now that I'm pretty satisfied with my glue, I can apply the lashes. Now this is for the left eye. So what I'm going to do again, like I said, tilt up and look down. You want to get it as close to your natural lashes as possible. You're going to go over and then right on top of your natural lashes. And you want to just press down. You can use tweezers to do this to be more precise, but you don't want to risk poking yourself in the eye. So I just use my fingers and press down. Make sure you get the corners. And you can start from one end when you're applying them and bring them down. I usually like to kind of line it up and then press down in the middle and work my way out, but whatever way works best for you. Now what's also really important about this is while the glue is drying, you don't want to squeeze your eyes shut because then it's going to make the glue shift and again you're going to get a hot mess. So if you need to blink, just real gently and try to just keep looking down. So now I'm getting my other lash here and my glue's already pretty tacky from before. Just make sure it's nice and secure. Pretty good. So now we're ready for our next lash. Again, I'm going to take my tube of glue, get some on the corner here, And then I'm just going to swipe it on the lash. And try to just get it right on the strip of the lash. Try not to get it on the actual lashes themselves. And now we're going to do the right eye. Grab both ends of the lash. Tilt back and look down. Once you get them right above your own lashes, you can press down. Oop, that corner's trying to lift up, so just press it down. And again, it's going to take a little practice, but trust me, it's easier putting it on in a mirror than a camera. So, alright. So now we're good. You can see this corner is coming up just a little bit, so I'm going to push it down a little more. If you really get a lot of liftage, what you can do is just hold it in place. But you can take get a little more glue. Again, let it get tacky for a second. Now, I didn't use my scissors because mine were already cut to fit my eyes, but what you want to do before the first time you use them is place them on your eyes. They've got a little bit of tackiness to them just from being in the packaging, so you can kind of place them on your eye and see if they fit. You want the outer corner of the lashes to line up with your own natural lashes and outer corner of your eye, and then if the inner corner is coming in too far and poking you, you know you need to cut them. So just move them over a little, and then you can just cut off a few lashes, make sure they fit again, just measure them, and then just keep going back and forth till you get them right, and then match them on both sides. So, okay, I've got this little drop of glue that I let get tacky for a few seconds. So again, I'm going to get that here. I'm just going to lift up. And then I can work this behind the lash to get it on. And press down. That's better. Okay, just let that sit for a second. You want to let it dry just for a few seconds. Now, another question I get asked a lot is if you do eyeliner before or after. And, it's really personal preference. If you're using a pencil, then you might want to do it before. If you're doing a liquid, you can, I like to do it after. But again, personal preference. If you do it before, you might have to go back after and do more on top if you want it to show up more, but it's up to you. So now we're on to the last step, mascara. And I like to use mascara at the end just to kind of seal in the false lashes with my own lashes, so it just makes them last longer. It also makes them look more realistic because rather than having that shiny synthetic look, it's going to look more natural, like your own lashes with the mascara. Alright. Voila! Now I'm ready to go out. Alright, your turn. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you are able to do your own lashes now. Have fun!